Hello everyone, welcome back from Top of the Wall. My name is Mason Up, and I have another deck for you today. I was just trying out another one of my older decks. I've been going through some of the older decks and trying to play them again, and take them out. It feels good to just like play with some of your old decks sometimes. And this one is, I made this right around when Theros Beyond Death came out. And there was a bunch of new enchantment cards and different payoffs for enchantments that were added to the format. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play with a lot of these. Oh good, my mic's fine. Hooray. Oh joyous day, my mic is fine. That's good. Now, I want to just quickly go over this deck and then get into some gameplay because I've already done a deck tech for essentially this deck a while ago. What this is an Enchantress deck in mostly Bant. Ignore the one Omen of the Dead. It is mostly Bant, which is why it's called Bant-chantress. We are playing 3 Nexus Wardens. The Heliod's Pilgrim is an awesome tutor card that can find any of our aura enchantments, so any of our cards that would catch us up in the game, act as removal against some of our opponent's stuff. It's a good 2-for-1. The Brine Giant is our new win condition from Theros Beyond Death. I like this card over Gurmag Angler, specifically in this deck, not in any other. I'm a big fan of always making something that's bigger than Gurmag Angler and eating a Gurmag Angler. Crufix's Insight is the cost of a divination, but it finds you sometimes 3 cards. Now, for our removal spells, we have 4 Journey to Nowhere, 1 Oblivion Ring, 1 Recumbent Bliss, actually 2 Recumbent Bliss, my mistake, and we have 4 Faith's Fetters. Temporal Isolation is an instant speed pacifism, essentially. The Flash is something awesome, and with the Omens in our deck, having the ability to either hold up Isolation or Omen until the last second is pretty good. Having any untapped mana, and then just, the power of instant speed stuff is actually pretty strong in Magic, turns out. We have the 1 Omen of the Dead, which can get back any of our creatures for 1 black mana at instant speed, and we can sack it to scry. Omen of the Sea is just a preordain in enchantment form, plus it has that Omen part that's stapled onto the others to the bottom of it, where you could sack it to scry. We have 4 Abundant Growths here, and we have 4 Utopia Sprawls. These are some good ways to fix us and a little way to ramp or just gain a little bit of card advantage, build up that enchantment count for Brine Giant. We have 21 lands, we have 1 island, 4 plains, and we have a whole bunch of forests here just to make sure that we can always enchant something with our Utopia Sprawl. 4 Blossoming Sands because we are mostly white and green. The 2 Ash Barrens are good to help fix us. Otherwise, we're going to be relying on the Abundant Growth. Now for the sideboard, the things that we're afraid of, we don't like nasty graveyard stuff, so we got to have the relics here, of course. We got to have the 1 Oblivion Ring, just as an extra catch-all. Weather the Storm against Burn, Reverent Silence against Boggles. The 3 Electricity, we are actually very weak against tokens and elves. They can get out a lot of creatures very fast, and each of our enchantments is a lot of times just a 1-for-1 if we're fogging or enchanting one of our opponent's creatures with like a pacifism type effect. It's not very efficient. We're going to be a little behind throughout that matchup, so we need Electricities. We have 2 Pyroblast for some of the blue decks, 3 Hydroblast. Alright, and let's get into that gameplay. Alright, we have our first opponent, Rab13. And yes, of course we would like to go first. And, oh, I remembered to, hooray, I had the deck selected this time. I don't have to exit out and shame scoop. High backslash. I think I might want to keep this. I can use Omen of the Sea turn 2 or Journey to Nowhere, whatever seems better. We'll keep. Because I can go find a green source potentially. And we do have some draws, so I'm fine with that. We'll play one island. We're blue-black Delver. Yep. Yep. Yep, gonna go fetch with an Ash Barrens at the end of your turn. Of course. Now, I wonder whether... Oh, okay. They're actual... they're actually a control deck. Alright. Hooray, Forest! Unpunished. And I would like to play, please. Thank you. Ooh, I think I still might just want to Omen of the Sea here. Our opponent's not really doing a whole lot. I'll actually undo. I'll Omen of the Sea at their end step. I know that I run the risk of... Okay, probably not Spellstutter Sprite. Just making sure you're cool with this, right? Yes! Let me preordain! Ooh, I like both these cards. These could both be really good against fairies. Well, Nexus Wardens could be particularly good against fairies. I guess it doesn't really matter. On top, because I'm going to draw one and then I'm going to draw the other. I want to keep them both. Yes! Let us cast all the cards. We could... I could just take this time to cast a whole bunch of these 1-drops, but I think that they have Spellstutter Sprite. I'm going to Heliod's Pilgrim. Fingies Crossed, just as like a test spell, because I think Nexus Warden is going to be a little bit more powerful than Heliod's Pilgrim in this matchup. Okay, they have regular counterspell. Okay. Sure. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I can find other ways. I really should put Ancestral Mask in the deck. Just as a sweet one-off. Okay, so you main phase go for, okay, you are not a fairies deck, you're a Delver deck. Alright. Well. And you have this. Well. I suppose I could just go ahead and play Nexus Warden. I think Heliod's Pilgrim actually... I misread this whole thing. I thought it was going to be mono blue fairies. Aha. I kind of wish I put Nexus Warden out first. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't need to know about that. I'll play this, and I'll pass turn. Really hope that doesn't cost us. We'll just have to make sure... Okay, think twice on their main. Sure. Are you creatureless? Yeah, you're creatureless. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. That's not good. That is not good. Because we have a lot of dead draws ahead of us. We have a ton of dead draws in our deck, like more Journey to Nowheres and more pacifism type spells. I don't know if we can win like this. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll Utopia Sprawl. Maybe let's say white. We'll probably go ahead, Abundant Growth. Thank you, thank you. Draws a card. Brine Giant's here. Hey. How much? 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's still a little bit much. We will, in that case, probably tap for green. Here. Krufix's Insight. Oh. Oh, there are cards in here? Oh, yes. I don't really want Faith's Fetters because they're creature. Okay, well, I'm taking Abundant Growth and Omen of the Sea. Well, I guess I'll take Recumbent Bliss. Sure. Last turn. I mean, card advantage, but 2 of these don't count. Oh, you're Evankar's Justice creatureless, right? Justice question mark? Yeah, Evankar's Justice. This is the one where they hit everything for 2 repeatedly every turn, and that's how they get us. Because a lot of decks can't survive double Evankar's Justice every single turn. So don't get me wrong, it's a pretty good win. It's very slow, but it's a pretty good way to win. Or actually, no, it's 1 Evankar's Justice every turn. My mistake. I forgot. Buyback. Well, God, I want to play out the Brine Giant. No, they probably have removal for it. Okay. Actually, undo some of that. I realize I am probably being stupid. Yeah, it seems like a little bit too much. This costs 1 less, right? So it costs 4. Duh. We'll play out the Brine Giant. You know what? I probably should have done Abundant Growth first, but I'm going to do Abundant Growth now. Oh, Omen of the Dead? Sure. I'll take Omen of the Dead. Yes, please. I would like you to use a removal spell. Don't be Chainers. Doomblade. Okay. Acceptable. Yes, I would like you to... Yes, I would very much like you to do that. Good job. I'm going to Omen of the Dead now. Excuse me. I'll Omen of the Dead. You're cool with this? Good. Good. I'm glad you're cool with this. I'm glad you're comfy. Now I think this is only going to cost me 2. I feel like they can remove the Brine Giant. That's probably true. They could probably remove the Brine Giant. I'll Utopia Sprawl here. For blue. Then we can Omen of the Sea at the end of their turn. Or I could Krufix's Insight. No, I'd prefer to Omen of the Sea and actually try to find creatures. Yeah, they're probably waiting for the Brine Giant. Alright, I'll no, that's fine. It's fine that we lose the mana, it's okay. Brine Giant cost 1. Yeah, they're waiting with that counter spell. Cast Omen of the Sea. I would like to find a second Brine Giant. We'll put that on the bottom. We'll put that on the bottom. Crufix is inside. Okay. Normally in a control matchup, this card advantage would be great. Oh, this is also good. God, you're sure, we'll Brine Giant now. I guess. Well, we have two of them. There's a good chance that they also have removal. Does that exclude? Oh, Devious Cover Up? What do they get back? Oh, Think Twice. Those. I see. Sure. And now I'd like to Brine Giant. Oh, come on now. All right. Yes, that's fine. It's completely acceptable. I'll tap this just so I can go ahead and burn that mana on an Insight. Ooh, Heliod's Pilgrim. No, I wanted one of you. Well, at least we get a 3 for 1. That's nice. Wasn't this great? I'm just really hoping that they don't have another Innocent Blood or yet another removal spell. Which they probably do. Looks like they do. You can flashback Think Twice. You can do that all day. I also don't need to see that island. Devious Cover Up. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary? Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, this is good. I'd like to get in for some combat. You're cozy, right? Good. Glad you're cozy. just take a quick tap on the noggin for me. Don't worry about the cracking sound. It's all normal. Good. We didn't mill over any of the Brine Giants. I just wanted to make sure. I think we're pretty comfortable with just Abundant Growth on this. Draw a card, try to find something. I found a land per turn. Isn't that great? We can Crufix's Insight. Sure, blue's fine. Oh, good. Cards. A lot of them we can't use. And that was one of our Brine Giants. Okay. We'll go to discard. Tragic Lesson? Sure. Clean up. We'll discard a... Well, we already have 2 Journey to Nowheres. I think we can safely get rid of the 3rd Journey to Nowhere. Mystic Sanctuary, getting back that. All right, they have one devious Cover Up. Up next list is Cruelty, -5/-5. Yeah? Okay. Oh, Disfigure. Okay, you're combining spells. I don't think I can do anything about that. Okay. Well, that was that. At least I can O-ring their stupid talisman. Yeah, I think I'll just Omen of the Sea. Yeah, that's right, that thing doesn't tap for what I wanted it to tap for. We'll just Omen of the Sea. You don't have enough mana for Devious Cover-Up. That's good. That's good. You have enough for Tragic Lesson, right? We'll put this on bottom. We'll put this on top. Good, good. Just want to put you on bottom, but sure. Welcome to the party. Like to draw a card. We'll white. We'll cast that. We'll Oblivion Ring there. They're probably wondering if they want to counter that. Oblivion Ring is that... okay. Well, I'm glad that they're running out of cards. That's at least good. We'll Brine Giant again. And with all this extra mana, we can start going through these omens and... Oh god, how many Brine Giants are left? Aha, that might be our last Brine Giant. Well, it's you against the world, buddy. No one's coming. Oh good. I think after this, I might actually have to scoop. Alright, it's you against the world, Brine Giant. It was a fun game, though. Wish I just had Protection Spell for you. Alright, you get back Tragic Lesson again, sure. I would like to use some spells here, please. Oh, yeah, I have to click on the mana. Sure. Scry 2, because why not? We'll also put that to the bottom, sure. End of turn. We'll go to combat. Pray that we can kill our opponent. Don't. Okay, yeah, that's GG. They have the majority of our creatures dead. Or in exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's only 2 more creatures in our deck. Yep. Yeah, I think that's GG. I think that's GG. We'll move to sideboard. We're gonna side in the relics. We're gonna sideboard in this O-ring. We're gonna side in these 2 Pyroblast. Literally anything besides... They don't have any enchantments. They don't have any enchantments. Anything over auras that do nothing. I think Temporal Isolation can get bent. Recumbent Blisk. Well, actually, Faith's Fetters. I'd rather have cheaper do-nothing spells than fatter do-nothing spells. Maybe I should have Quiet Disrepair in this deck. We'll run it back. Fingers crossed. I wonder if what they're gonna sideboard in exactly. They probably don't have much in the way for Enchantress. Probably Frika's Libations, the one that makes a player sacrifice a enchantment or a creature. Maybe just to have the option to get rid of some enchantments when our board is empty. Because at least it hits, I suppose. We'll play first. And we get a Pyroblast. I kind of would like to mulligan. Only because I don't have any fixing for these other cards. Might have to mulligan. Better? Better, yes. I get 3 redraws. I'll keep it. That goes to the bottom. Done. Sure, why not? Counts. That counts.